What's up? What's up? You got your snacks of that?
Huh?
You got your snacks
What
of
you
that?
saying? Yes, I do.
Oh, those remind me of my glasses that I didn't get fixed.
Oh.
I still gotta get them fixed. They still broken. I only wear them a couple of times too. Sweetest fish ain't paying me.
I'm just saying, I got another snack. As you can see, I just return of the snack. Oh my God!
Return of the snack. Hey,
Return of my snack.
Ah,
Hey.
return of my snack. Once again.
Oh my
God. That's my shit.
Come on, what's his name? What is his name? Mac Morrison?
Yeah,
I think
something
so.
Morris.
Mac Morris.
Something.
Mac
I got it
Morris.
on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I got it on my phone. That's
Mac
my
Daddy.
shit. That's
Mac
my
Daddy,
shit. I be
Mac
like,
Daddy, Daddy.
when I be arguing with my nigga, he be like something. I be like, you lied to me. He be so hurt.
It wasn't me.
He be like, why the fuck you gotta sing everything? Oh my goodness. So speaking of returning, we just the fuck back. It's the return of the. What do you call this? Mac mommy. Mac mommy. That's what she used to
Mac
say.
mommy, Mac mommy, Mac mommy.
Bitch, we are back. This is the first episode fresh off of our anniversary. Welcome to another week and another episode of Teach His Own Podcast. And guess what, bitch? I'm Chrissy.
And I is Anna, A to the N-A.
Come on, A to the... And I thought you was going to go A-Town. Stop on the bitch. I was waiting.
Oh, you picked up
Bitch,
what
I
I was
thought
putting
you was
down.
going to go A-Town.
You
Stump on a
picked it
bitch.
up.
Yes.
She picked it up.
Come on, baby. And together we are
Teach
Teach His
His
Own, bitch. That was hilarious.
Y'all knew who
That
he
looked
was.
like somebody. How y'all doing?
Hello.
You look like somebody I went to college with.
You went to IUB? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So-
He was fair as hell. He blended right with that wall behind him.
What you-
I'm sorry. Is that embarrassing?
This is the part where Marcus cuts that out. Marcus Q.
Oh, yeah.
Ixnay on the Upa stay. Yeah.
Sure did.
I didn't even do shit. Why he gotta cut that out?
I'll definitely cut that out.
Man, fuck that. I ain't even do shit.
It's getting cancel.
First of all, after last week's episode, I don't listen. If we are not canceled by now, then I don't think we're going to get canceled.
I don't have nothing to do with nothing that man said and that Chan said.
If we ain't canceled by now, then damn it, we just ain't getting canceled yet. How about that?
I don't feel no certain kind of way
Listen,
about nobody.
I was here for it. The shit was fucking absolutely hilarious. And I
Y'all
don't
play
care.
too much. Y'all play too much.
No, they fucking play too much. I didn't even do shit. I didn't even do shit. But anyway, we coming off of our anniversary episode.
Yes.
You know, and our anniversary episode falls right around the holidays. So, you know, we right in holiday season. Okay? So, you know, Thanksgiving, you know, T-Ho anniversary, you know, my birthday coming up right after that. And then right after that, we got Christmas.
Merry
And then
Christmas.
right after that, we go
Happy
straight
New
to
Year.
the New Year's. And then don't forget about R.I.P. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, there you come.
Martin Luther King Day come right after that. So yeah, holiday season it's giving festive.
It is upon us.
It's
Yes,
giving festive.
it is.
Speaking of festivities, we gonna have to check out that karaoke night we were just
I
you
know.
said.
You know, and I
we
had
was
a
out
thought to
over the
myself.
weekend and we ran into you know, a couple of folks. Oh, the karaoke be rocking on this day, da 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 da. We like, oh word. We like, well shit, we finna go on tour in this bitch.
I definitely feel like that would be something good for us to do. I feel like we need to go on the karaoke tour. You know, certain places I hear, oh, they karaoke be lit. Your karaoke don't be lit. No, it don't, because I ain't
No.
never heard of it.
Yo,
No, it
they
don't.
got trap
Like-
karaoke. They do got trap karaoke, but
Oh, you already know we done shut that stage.
But that's
down.
what I'm saying. And so a T-Ho karaoke, a Teach His Own joint,
That joint gonna be lit.
yeah, that's a whole different type of vibe.
I
You know what I'm
must
saying?
admit,
I feel like we need to go on tour. I feel like,
we need to
hold
go
on.
into planning.
cheers.
Oh yes, we have violation.
Violation 101. We have to cheers upon every episode, okay?
Hold on, man. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I think we need to go on a karaoke tour. Y'all know we like to play.
Yes.
We got a song, a movie quote, a
Yes.
TV quote, or whatever for everything.
Yes,
I feel like that would be real decent.
I feel like that, especially if you have the selection of songs that is needed to have the karaoke with the zhuzh.
I think if we let people pick the
with
songs
the
that they would want
zhuzh.
us to or want people to sing, I think that would be real dope.
Yeah, because
So
you know how
not to
sometimes
pick
you go
your
to
own song.
Yeah, you know, because you know how sometimes you go to karaoke and they don't be having the music that you be wanting to,
Right.
you know, sing. We
Right,
need somewhere
right.
that has the good selection, a good DJ, a popping crowd, good drinks, good food. It has to be an
vibe and
experience.
ambiance.
Yes.
Yes. Come on.
I'm
Come
giving
on,
you the
experience.
elements. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down?
Come on.
Okay.
Come Come on, elements.
Yes.
This is the fifth element.
Yo.
It's giving the fifth element. Yes, honey. So,
Yes.
speaking of festivity, how was your holiday? Now we talking about holiday season. You know, we gonna go on this tour.
Right.
So we probably gonna try to kick that off at the somewhere at the top of the year. No later than. But
Right.
us ease on over to the other holiday. It was alright.
It was
This
alright.
time.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't, nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
No, it was alright.
I was talking to Marcus. Marcus said that shit was. I said, was crazy. I said, well, was it in a good way or a bad way? Did we need to show up? Did you need security?
Did we need to show up? Did you need
Did you need
security?
Like, well, damn. I might have had the slowest, most boringest holiday this year. Probably the past 2 or 3 years.
Especially when it comes to Thanksgiving.
Than anybody. But I was hoping to get more vibes and vibrations from everybody else. I didn't even have a low vibration plate.
Me neither. And honestly, like, I had one plate.
I did too. This was
one.
the least amount of food that I've eaten on Thanksgiving like ever in my fucking life.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have had no food before because I definitely I was sick as a dog. But I mean, other than that,
Yeah, this is the least amount of food I've eaten.
they call I'm weird. I'm strange. I don't like Thanksgiving leftovers like that. It be me. It's her. It's me. I'm the one judging y'all eating that shit on Sunday. Y'all
I mean,
stuff
at
like
this
am,
point,
'cause we been
I
eating
did
that
get the
shit since
turkey
Thursday.
leg though. But at this point, I want some. I'm like, damn, I want a little double egg.
I
'Cause
had
was
one
so
of those. I had
tired.
one, and I had one deviled egg on my plate. Just one.
I was first of all, shout out to my mans on the Friendsgiving the week before because I definitely had some deviled eggs the week before with the scrimp. Shout out to homegirl.
You definitely
I fucked them
did.
joints up. Now I had a low vibration plate that day.
Mm-hmm.
I walked past you said, look at this bitch with a whole plate. Yes, the
Mhm.
fuck out there. He said, come on. He said it's gonna be plenty for everybody.
You
I
definitely had a
brought
little
my
bit of everything.
contribution, and I had plenty to have on my stomach.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I
you
did. I went home full.
Because they was frying that fish. They had some cabbage up in there. They had some meatballs. It was
The
giving.
meatballs.
Yes.
First of all, the meatballs.
Give thanks. Give thanks.
Bro,
Give thanks.
shout out to my nigga Baldy, because them fucking meatballs was good as shit. Cause them meatballs was heavenly. They was melodies from heaven. Okay? Thank you. That's all I got to say.
Well, the baby.
What y'all think rank in terms of like cultural Thanksgiving food?
This is a great conversation.
From 1 to 10, 1 to 5, like how many were we choosing? What we selecting?
I mean, we know
What's the
white is
spectrum?
last.
So who you think, like, culture-wise, has the best Thanksgiving
Like
to the
top,
worst?
like top 3
Top 3.
or top 5.
Well, I guess
It's gotta
I
be
can
black
only go
people.
on based on...
We got it.
I'm going black.
I'm going black.
Black is number one because there's so much versatility.
Yes.
Because we got, between being mixed,
we got
African
Haitian food, Jamaican
African,
food.
Afro-Latina, like it's a lot. I feel like it's
Yup.
so, and then we get ghetto, we throw some seafood in there.
Mm-hmm.
We throw some seafood in there, so I feel
a lot
like
of seafood dressing.
yeah, yes, and I ain't gonna even lie, that make me want to try it now.
Oh, have fun.
I used to eat stuffing before I grew out of it because everybody's dressing tastes different. So I just started, just kind of kindly staying away from it. But I've been seeing that seafood, and I said, "Damn, baby, I think I might need to try that. I think I might need to try that."
Stuffing just gives me, when it hits my tongue, it just repels it, and it just says.
Well, first of all, you're
savory-
fucking weird when it comes to food anyway.
Savory oatmeal, and it just automatically
You
shuts
eat
that
trail
shit
mix.
down.
First of all, you're in your fucking 30s and you eat trail mix.
Yes, savory oatmeal.
You eat dry savory oatmeal. That's what the fuck you think trail mix is?
Trail mix has nothing to do with stovetop stuffing
I know you
or
fucking lying to
homemade
me.
dressing.
That shit
And
dry,
and
hard.
people love my mom's stuffing, but I just don't like stuffing. I really don't. She put a little turkey sausage in hers. Hers should be whamming, like, but I
Little
just can't
cornbread.
do it. Yeah.
Yes, I have to have the cornbread. If I eat it, I do.
Just don't invite Christine over. Just don't. Leave
Why?
her home.
Why?
She gonna make you mad.
No, because if your food nasty, I'm going to, just like I told that chef the other day, didn't I
Yeah,
tell him?
yes, you did. You did.
I said, if your food nasty, I'm going to fucking tell you.
You did.
Because people be hyper shit to tell you they cook. To tell you they cook. And then they a chef.
But you see the dead ass look at her eyes like, bitch, I'm gonna let you
No.
flag on the
No,
play.
people be hyper shit to tell you that they cook. And I'm like, if that shit nasty, I'm going to tell you. I said, if it's good, I'm not going to hate it. I'm going to tell you. But if it's nasty, I'm going to fucking tell you. And that shit wasn't, matter of fact, we should make him the boss of the week today too, just because there's a shout out to. And
Yeah.
it wasn't nasty. I ain't gonna even lie. So we know we're gonna shout you out at the end of the episode. He's gonna be our boss of the week
Them wangs is wanging.
for this week.
They
Them
was banging.
wangs was swinging, and I had a couple that was left over. I put it right back in the oven. and they was good. Yep.
Yes.
I put them right back in the oven.
They was
and
good.
They was just like how I had them. I said, oh, that was perfect. So they was wings. So I'm like, I ain't gonna hate because I'm not no hateration.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I'm not no hateration.
Come on now, yes, we did.
I'm not. So they was good.
We gave you a play. We did,
and it was good. So good. So good food, good grief, good God. Let's eat. Okay.
Good food, good meat, good God. Let's eat.
It might be good grief, but depending on how my stomach feels after this, I don't
Good
fucking
grief.
know.
Oh no, not grief.
I don't know. My stomach might feel a little bad. I don't know. But
So yeah, I think black people, and black people. What do you think?
it might be Hispanics next.
Yeah,
But that's not gonna
definitely.
black.
Especially because within their culture, it's a plethora of different foods you can have with them too.
That's why I said it's them next.
And if we were counting Jamaican and separate, I was going to say Jamaican.
Yep.
The best Thanksgiving for me, for my pilot, would be to eat either some type of Caribbean cuisine
Latino, and
with
black.
soul food. Whether I'm going to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, you could take me somewhere.
I don't know how ignorant this is going to sound, but it's a thought that just came to my head, right?
My God.
When we just said this. If the whole world only consisted of Latinas, Caribbeans, and like just regular black people, I'd be fine.
You know what?
Y'all don't think we would be all right?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Lord, please.
I'm not trying to eliminate nobody else or nothing, but I'm just like, yo, we a vibe. Like when you think about it, y'all don't think so?
We are alive.
We are a fucking vibe. You are right, sis. But please.
I'm not just saying that to try to like X off nobody.
I know you're not, but they gonna be.
I got white people. I love white people
Lord have mercy.
and other people.
And other people.
Cause I don't feel like
I
going
love
through the
anybody
whole-
who loves me. I respect.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in other people's culture.
I am too, but I'm just
It's
saying. I
amazing.
just had a thought because we said that, because it was
I'm gonna
on
punch you.
subject.
I'm gonna punch you.
What? We was on subject, so I thought about it like,
Trachea
damn.
shot,
If
trachea
the
shot.
whole world, if it was just us, that shit would be a vibe. I would just think about it because we was on topic. It wasn't on topic. If I would have said that shit any
whore.
other time, y'all have been like, bitch, where the fuck you come from with that?
Marcus.
Don't cut that out.
Shit.
Matter of fact, speaking of people,
What?
let's go right into it.
Yeah.
So that's part of what's going on.
Here it is.
So they saying, check this out,
What
right?
they saying? What
Hold
they
on.
saying? Tell us what they saying.
Check this out, right? Hold on. I'm trying to get to it and shoot this chip. Stop laughing, Anna. Shut up.
I'm sorry, but you're about to piss me off.
I didn't even do shit yet. Shut up, y'all. Look. All right, hold on.
All right, I'm looking.
So did y'all see on the blogs recently, they said the world officially has hit 8
Oh.
fucking billion, not million,
Yeah.
8 billion people.
I feel like within our lifetime, at one point, the population was 6 billion something. That's the last time. That's the first time I ever remember being aware of what the world's population was.
The last time
It
I was
was
aware
6
of it,
billion
it was like
and something.
somewhere between 1 and 3 billion or something.
Really?
So the last time I fucking was aware of it. It's been a long time.
It's grown exponentially in our adulthood. That's the point I'm trying to make.
These
The point I'm
motherfuckers keep having kids.
Yes, but think about it. With it was used to be 6 billion when we was in like I want to say it was in the 6 billions like when we first got to college or some shit like that.
So now when
Can we look that up? Is that factual? Like, cause I don't like it. Really has
Let me
grown
try to look.
exponentially, bruh. And I feel like they said this shit was gonna happen, and what made it happen even
let's ask
quicker?
Siri.
That goddamn pandemics pushed us over. We exceeded the amount of unplanned pregnancies that they thought we were going to have in the pandemic just for this country alone. So that's 7 million motherfuckers. And I know billion is so much bigger than that, but think about how many times you got to do that. It don't take much. If little old America could do 7 million,
Well, they
you got to
said
think about people that got way more people than we do. That
this is based on the first Google search. So they 10 years ago, we wasn't too far off. We 7.8 billion.
we was.
Hold on.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Hold on.
I don't
That
know.
was
Maybe
mid. World population grew to 0.06 billion in the mid 2012 after having surpassed the 7 billion mark in 2011. So we surpassed the 7 billion mark in 2011.
Okay, but now we're at
Now
1
we're at-
billion more.
Yeah,
so
now-
I wasn't
so in the 10
completely
years,
wrong.
so in the 10 in
Yo,
one decade,
that's a lot of motherfuckers.
we've
dog.
added
Like,
1 billion people. That's a lot.
That's a lot
That's
of
a lot of people in 10 years.
That's what I was saying. It's just like I
Yeah.
feel like it's grown. That's a lot of
Yeah,
people.
that's a lot.
Like that's where are we putting all you niggas? Like where is everybody
Y'all
going?
don't feel like we being cloned?
Ask the people that's pushing the babies out if they feel like we being cloned, because only they could tell us. I feel like only mothers will have the true answer to that. Because at what rate are y'all pushing them out?
Not just either that, or y'all don't feel like people being made in the petri dish.
Oh no, they definitely are. They just talked about. Matter of fact, it was just
Or
in
they
the
got
news
like
recently.
humans walking around
Did you
covered.
see the twins?
Robots walking around covered.
The
in
twins
skin.
that were frozen, like literally, they're like, they should
Like
be
the
literally
30-year-old embryos or
yes,
something like that.
they were
I
frozen.
didn't read it. I saw like the caption. So what was it?
Yeah, they were frozen years ago. Their mother was was around like our age, and then their
Their
father
eggs?
was in the 50s. Yeah, their eggs were
Okay.
frozen years ago, over 31 years ago. Yep,
So it can be done.
it can be done. Oh my god! Somebody send help, yo! I swear.
We had what was it in a movie or a TV series or something like that said that was going to happen?
Yeah, a lot of movies or like even I feel like stories,
And like shows
think
like alluded
pieces
to
and shit
stuff
like that. Yeah,
Because I used to think I could get my head frozen and still,
On some Futurama shit.
yeah.
I'm over it.
But I'm like, damn, I need the rest of
Over
my
it.
body indefinitely. So if they just freeze my body.
Who are they giving it to, Christine? Who are they giving it to?
Well, I have to write that before because I'm not an organ donor. So I have to write it in my will.
So you will give
You
them.
write off who you would give your body to? Or like, okay.
Yeah, because some people donate their body to science.
That's what I'm saying. So this is what I would do, right? Check this out. If I donated my body to science, I would pick a school. Like I probably like University of Penn or some shit like that. But you know how like you have like an executor of a state and shit like that. Like when you die,
Yeah.
they would have to have somebody like in my
Sign off
family,
on that shit?
sign up, and they would have to be included within the process the whole time. Like they can't do shit without consulting with the executor over my.
Because you got my
body.
brain over. Because I'm thinking at time like, because y'all not gonna try to get my folks out. If it's a check
Yeah,
involved,
it
my
would
folks
have to
better
be-
get that
yeah, it
bag,
would have
bro.
to be somebody in
Y'all
my
ain't gonna be
family,
cutting me up
and
and-
if somebody
yeah.
it would continue. I would write it as if it would be generational. So if this person dies, the next person that would take
and so
over,
on and so
and so
forth.
on and so on. So somebody in the family will always be involved. That's how I would do it if we could do it.
That's a good plan. I like the sound of that. That sounds good, especially. Yeah, I like the sound of that. But damn, that's a thought though. That's a lot of people. Where y'all think we gonna be at by the time we hit 50?
That's what I'm saying. Last week we was talking about would you rather go 100 years back or 100 years forward. This is why I said I'd rather go 100 years back. Because this shit 100 years forward gonna be fucking goofy.
It's already been ghetto thus far. How much more ghetto?
It's
can
been
it
meta ghetto.
mega ghetto.
Mega ghetto. That's bigger than the fucking lottery, bitch.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't like it. Pineapples.
Fast forward to
I'm
the election.
uncomfortable.
Let's get it over with.
Oh my God, bitch. What the Simpsons next episode say about the election? Because y'all know the Simpsons fucking called
I don't know.
everything.
Probably
Y'all
some
know the
bull-
Simpsons called
probably some
everything.
bullshit.
They said Donald Trump was gonna run again too. The Simpsons called that shit too.
We knew. And Ye trying to hint towards him and them running together. I said, Lord have mercy.
He's getting on my fucking nerves. Which, like you said, what y'all think? By the time we turn 50, first of all,
I'm giving it. If
you
we did
realize
a
that's
Billy
less
in
than-
10 years,
but you
I'm
do
giving it till
realize
we
that
50,
we
yo.
turn
We're gonna
50
be
in
10
less
we're
than
gonna be
2
like 10,
decades,
12
right? We're
billion.
over 30, so we'll be 50 in less than 2
absolutely. And I'm
decades.
saying that I feel like we will at least tack on another 2 billion at the very least.
I mean, at the rate we're going, if we're doing a billion every 10 years, I told y'all last week, Jesus on his way back.
Mm-hmm. Pick me up and spurn me round. Place my feet on solid ground. That's love.
Bitch, I told her, because that's some scary shit. No, y'all don't think that's scary for real?
What?
Like, looking to the future, thinking about being 50, thinking about what's going on right now, like 1 billion people every 10 years, like we've literally grown up. Like that's a lot of people.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna run out of.
Well, how many people die at the rate that people were born?
See, now you asking questions we none of us know.
No, I'm just saying. It was just a thought out loud.
It's
Like
an
how many people
excellent
die
question.
at the rate that people were born? I don't know. So maybe if we did that math and probability, it will probably, our perspective probably will be a little bit different. Maybe, possibly. I don't know for a fact. Just thinking out loud. I feel like I'm getting real analytical here.
No, it's okay. No, I mean, that's a good way to measure that. I mean, at the end of the day, it got to be a rate. It's been talked about before, but I'm pretty sure, like, I've actually had conversations around that, especially, like, in school and shit. And I'm pretty sure it's changed since then. Because it used to be, like, every so-and-so seconds a person is born, every so-and-so seconds a person dies. And it's just like, well,
Right.
damn. I guess by the life expectancy is factored in.
Oh, it's a probability.
Yeah, there's a probability. Definitely. It's all.
I guess the sense part of the census bird.
All this shit is based on probability.
Yeah, pretty much. Guesses.
Probably.
They Bill Gates all of this shit. They guess all of this shit.
Yeah, they
and
did.
just come up,
They did.
half right.
But
half
that's
the time.
crazy though. I knew.
Speaking
I
of
wasn't too
crazy and not being far off, so how do you feel about this last what's going on? So I saw one more thing in the blogs just before we go into our very first topic. A woman encouraged her 9-year-old daughter to have double eyelid surgery. So it was an Asian woman that convinced her daughter that she would look prettier if she got the double eyelid surgery. And most Americans that I have read before, some Asians, in order to look more Americanized, I have read that that's one of the surgeries that. Yes.
I guess getting skin
removed
from your eyelids to make your eye appear larger, more open. But I mean, all that comes off to me is that you're basically like deflecting. That's you putting your insecurities off onto her. If that's how you feel about yourself, but if she fully embraces who she is, you should just do that. I don't care. I just feel like some shit you gotta eat automatically as a parent. If you feel like a pile of dog shit, too fucking bad because little Susie needs your love. I'm just kidding. Not to say it like that, but like, don't be tearing down your child and making them be self-conscious about shit just because that's how you feel. They may love their little eyelids. Like, you know what I'm saying? They may love the fact that they have straight hair that's dark and small eyes. Like, they may love that.
I feel like it's a generational thing.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I feel like before a lot of the thought process for like people's parents was like, oh, you gotta come to America and like kind of fit in.
Yeah.
Like if you're like not in America, like if you're coming in to America, like you gotta fit in, you gotta get a rich husband, or like you gotta marry rich, and you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do all these things to survive.
Yeah.
But I think it's more changing now to like, because I don't think that we're in that period anymore.
But surgery is also, just to kind of play devil's advocate, surgery is also so welcome now.
Yeah.
It's so normalized now
That is
too.
true.
So it's just like, well, to hell with it. Like if I gotta, nip and do a little tuck to blend in, or feel better about myself, whatever the case may be, let's just go ahead and do it. She literally had already convinced this 9-year-old that by the time this girl got her surgery, she had already convinced her that, well, I understand, Mommy, you said you did it because you wanted to make me look prettier. Like all she knew was where her mind was.
But
it's
so many things that's wrong with that statement. Like that just makes me so uncomfortable. It's like long ass toenails on some crisp ass sheets. Like no, like.
And they asked her during the interview, like, did she think it was abusive, or toxic? Okay. And she did like kind of have some regrets, which is I'm assuming why she took part in the interview.
I'm about to say I'm going to say emotionally, mentally, definitely has some adverse effects. Like, you can never know what a lasting impression will be on your kid.
And and now this is something that's publicized and put on the internet and for everybody out there for everybody to see. So at some point, this child will be able to go back and research, you know what I mean, and see this. And
see people's reactions and thoughts and shit. Right. It's just a little fucked up. But yeah, she's definitely, that's her own personal shit that she's projecting onto her child. She needs to cut it out.
It's a lot of surgeries that are weird to like uphold the status of being like
attractive. Yes.
Like,
and that attractiveness is based on what?
Yeah,
based just on what we see on social media, the fake shit that we see on social media, which is why a lot of women who go get their surgery, like we talk about this,
their bodies don't be looking like
all
that.
The time. Yeah. Not even just their bodies. A lot of these women look the same. When you look at a lot of artists, rappers, baby moms, girlfriends, whatever, between going to get nip tuck in the face and nip tuck in the hips and in the ass, a lot of these women look alike. You see them posted up on social media. A lot of the social Instagram, social media influencers, girls, a lot of you light skin about the same size, or brown skin about the same size, or dark skin about the same size. It's like
They all
a
look alike.
stereotypical type. You look, if you light skin, you look like this. You brown skin, you look like this. Your dark skin, you look like this. They all their faces are starting to. Nobody looks different. One of the most insulting things for me personally is for somebody to say, "Oh, I know somebody that look just like you."
Well, you don't.
People think it's funny when I say, I'm like, "No, you don't," and people start laughing. They're like, "No, I really do." No, you don't. And the reason why I get so offended when people say it is because there's been a few times that I have gotten to the chance to see, because they've either had a picture or the person may have been close by, that they've said that I look like, and I was completely insulted. No, the fuck I do not look like them. No, the fuck I do not look like them.
I'm sorry. I imagined you like saying it to them.
No, yeah.
Like, I don't fucking look like them. And that's so why. So now when I hear, and I heard it as recently as last week, and I feel like it's something that I hear so often. Like, I can go, and in every quarter of the year, I may hear it at least once or twice.
It's definitely not a compliment.
I'm like, I don't look like this many fucking people.
I don't. Yeah, people tell me that all the time. I'm like,
ignorant.
no, I don't. You just know a person that's dark skinned, and you feel like I might.
That's what I'm
maybe
saying.
we might have a character quality that's the
what
same.
I feel like.
Maybe we
people are
address you the same, but I'm pretty sure I don't look like this person.
I'm so
and 9
glad
times
that
out
you
of
said
10,
that.
I never look like that person.
I'm so glad that you
Sometimes I
said
really
that.
don't be offended. Just that I just really totally don't feel like I like. We
No,
don't
I
look alike.
be
We don't look
offended.
similar.
I be offended because a lot of the
I mean,
times
certain times, yeah, but others, it's just like she's not an ugly girl, but we
most
just
of the time
don't
I do.
favor. We don't even favor. Like, you know what I mean?
Most of the time I do, and I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm glad you said the thing about the whole character. I feel like a lot of the times when someone says, "Oh, I know somebody that look just like you. I saw a girl that look just like you." I feel like a lot of the times they're referring to like maybe the character of that person. I may have said something, or maybe, giving you a vibe or energy
She
that
reminds
reminds you of
exactly.
reminds you of that person, that I don't actually look like them.
Right.
But also, again,
Here's the difference.
to go back to it with this same example, I've gotten a chance to meet some of the people that y'all say, "Oh, I don't even fucking like these people." I wouldn't even be friends with these people. So how dare you fucking say that they remind you I look like them? Any of that? Like, I should I feel insulted because you compared me to this person. That's why I get offended.
I hate you.
Because I feel like I would never be friends with this person. I damn sure don't look like this person. Like, now I want to fight you.
You always
so like have us make that conclusion. Like you can bring us around and let us be like, "Oh, we
right."
the same.
Cause I've actually done it before, Nick. I've met somebody who said, "Yo, I know somebody who act like you," and when I met them, I'm like, okay, I can see why people say we act like. And again, still 100% in my heart, I'm just like, she still ain't me,
it's always gonna be that for me. I'm sorry, because I know I look like I don't look like nobody but my parents. I know I don't look like nobody but my parents. For a fact,
she'll fucking tell you. My mom probably the only person that people can look at me and say, "Oh my God, I feel like you look just like her." And I hate when people say that shit too, but I gotta be realistic about it. Like, I can, the bitch look like me,
You look like her.
So, anywho, double eyelid surgery or not, I look like her. But
that was weird.
I do agree with you.
strange.
I do feel like that these are mom's insecurities being projected off onto the child, and it's just something that doesn't need to to happen. And unfortunately, this is why we got a bunch of bitches walking around looking like Whoville. Because surgery is addictive, and they keep going back and getting on the table.
Yeah. Somebody just was just telling their story about 10, 11 surgeries, but I noticed a lot of stars are slowly but surely starting to get rid of certain things, and I wish a couple of y'all would follow up, because there's a couple of y'all that got too much body now. I ain't trying to sound judgmental, but it's a couple of y'all that got way too much ass. No, and it's like, okay, bitch.
And it's not even shaped like an ass no more. It's starting to look like furniture.
It's just exactly. It's giving ottoman on your back. Bottom line.
No shade.
No shade. Starting to look like furniture. It's giving ottoman on your posterior.
Bitch is giving bar stool.
It's
giving bar stool. Like, you know how you seen them bar stools like that are short, but they got the short backs. But they're like really shapely, so your hips can sit in them, and they got the shirt. Like, I've actually seen somebody's ass that looks like that. I'm like, that's crazy. It's giving bar stool. Sorry.
So, back to Okay, so, which I feel like is an unnecessary sacrifice. But anyway.
Oh, it is. Oh, come on, Segway.
Speaking of those, let's jump into this first topic. We're going to play this for the people. We got to let y'all in on this and let y'all hear this one. Because this situation is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure it's going to play.
I wish my parents didn't make the sacrifices they made. Because I'm starting to realize that I wish you guys put yourselves first so that you could feel fulfilled within your life. Because some of the sacrifices you made were things that didn't need to be such a sacrifice. So it's like, as much as I appreciate it, I also understand why it shouldn't be repeated, and that I need to focus on making sure for myself as a young woman or as an adult that I'm able to fulfill for myself, and that my children are not my sense of my source of joy. Like, let me be okay so that you don't have to make me okay. Oh yeah, do your grades properly so I'm happier. Or I need to be fulfilled in myself so that my children can have their space to grow in themselves.
And that's on period. So there is a lot to take away from what she just said, but the main thing being, I fucking feel you. And I wish that people had the liberty to do this, because some people firmly do not feel like they even have the space to do that.
I feel like part
the
of
support
what she was
even.
I also feel like part of what she was I don't want to say representing, but part of what she was leaning towards as far as perspective was people like ourselves who don't have children and have made vivid free will choices not to, because we don't want to feel like we're forced into this societal norm or societal stereotype that you have to have children by a certain age, or if you don't have a child as a woman, that you're not a full woman. You know, all of those ideas and perspectives, because you do have children who are childless like ourselves, but are very fearful of not doing things right, which is what she primarily alluded to, like, you know, those unnecessary sacrifices of having to, you know, do certain things just because I'm this figure that has to be, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I have to lead by example, pretty much for this child, and I'm walking on eggshells trying not to fuck up, but when I do, I'm like always trying to save face so the child doesn't do the same thing I do. But you a human. The child is a fucking human. You know what I mean? I tell my mom, I feel like now as an adult, there's things I feel like I don't think she had to apologize for when I was a kid. And I kind of having that same conversation.
Yeah, because it falls in line with like what they say, like you don't understand now, but when you become an adult, when you become responsible, when you have real life experiences, then you will understand. But it also comes along with the conversation when it's just like being a parent is a sacrifice within itself. It's just like, where do you draw the line at? And like I said, I feel like that's why some people feel like they don't have that support. They don't have, because in all actuality they don't. So where do you? That's why I'm just saying, life is what you make it. I think that's just the basis of it. Life is what you make it, because then there's the argument, like there's this newfound thing where some women feel like you definitely can 1000% have both, and it's just like, how do you find? And some mothers look at them,
their finances and their support looks completely
different than a lot of other women, and it's like, I'm like, of course, if you have a grandparent who's happy to get the children, whenever you feel like you want to do something, you know, as long as you're always, you know, supportive and doing what you need to do, they right there for you. What you got to worry about, really? I mean, so you are their parent, but you have a support system. For people who don't have that support, or if they feel guilty, or they just feel like, well, damn, like they don't, if the other parent isn't around, so they really can't get into things that they wish they could get into or pursue, because they feel like they got to focus more on their kid. If they don't stay in line and in tune with their kid and what they got going on, they'll lose their footing. So it's a lot. I just feel like, but I do get what she's saying, because I feel like, you know, some parents, because thinking about it, like, I've seen people react to their children or react in certain kinds of ways, or just speak on their regrets and you know, kind of like tie it into a conversation about being a parent and talk down to their kids in a way. Like, I wouldn't be doing if this wasn't for you, if it wasn't for you, or I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you. That kind of shit. And it's unfortunate because it's like they didn't ask to be here. So so I think that's the place she's coming from. Because even if they don't speak on it, sometimes you can tell it's things that they wish that they could have done. You can tell. And it's like, why didn't you do it? Did you really not have the support, or did you think that, it was just a situation where it's like, I would have been better off if I made this choice versus that, because look at where you are now. And but it's like you still have to be happy. I want you to be happy, because I wholeheartedly feel where again, another point she made. I want, aside from being a parent and aside from, parenthood, your happiness shouldn't solely, lean on whether or not I'm thriving or not. That should be a very big part of it. But you should be happy for other reasons too. Happy about who you are. What you're getting accomplished and things that you want to do. It shouldn't just I don't want your life to revolve solely around being a parent.
And I feel like, unfortunately, though, that's one of my biggest fears about becoming a parent, or rather why I don't want to be a parent, because I feel like in every single aspect, no matter how much money or how little money, in all circumstances, I feel like I've watched all parents' lives revolve around their fucking children. I don't want my life to be revolving around nobody else but me. I'm selfish enough to know that about myself, to know that I don't want my life to be revolving around anybody else. I'm too selfish. No, if it's between Pampers and a plane ticket, I'm going with the plane ticket. Okay? That's just not what I want to do. I'm not doing pacifiers.
Shitty ass baby in first class.
I'm not doing it. And there's a lot of things about, pregnancy and, children that scare me. I don't even want to be pregnant. I told you that. I'm scared of pregnancy, like, completely. I don't want my body stretched and fresh and all that from sea to sea and east to west. Everybody's pregnancy is different.
Beautiful and fun is two different things. Let me just tell you.
Everybody's pregnancy is different.
Yes,
everybody's children's temperament are very different. Your child can be just like you. Your child can be completely opposite.
But your support, because let's look at.
I don't got that.
Real.
Well, let me stop.
Everyone needs support, because guess what? At the end of the day, to be a parent, if you don't have a lifestyle that allows you to be home with your children,
too.
Homeschooling, you have to rely on somebody else in the community to take care of your child.
And that support is a big thing, because the devil's advocate with that support is nobody owes you shit.
They don't, but you gotta
nobody
pay for that.
has to. Exactly, you gotta pay for that.
But that just goes to show that every parent needs that at some aspect, because of the way our society is.
But that's why I get so irritated. Parents get frustrated. Well, I don't understand why y'all know parents need a break and okay, y'all know I need coins too. So I don't. If you want me to have the desire to put my fucking time to the side, and I chose not to have children. Unless this is what I want to do, I need the coin.
When we was at the what's it called? What did she say the other day? She said, I don't mind getting my granddaughter, but what my child does not understand is, she said, and because I work from home, she said, I work remotely. She said, but what she fails to realize is, I don't want my weekends tied up. You can't be just trying to book me for the week. If I had your child all week long, and I've been working all week long, and I had your child, what makes you think I want to give? Like, I'm gonna be reluctant. You need to find another person to take care of that child. You know what I'm saying? But who really wants to give up their entire weekend to take care of somebody else's child? I don't think nobody want to do that.
Because you want to be free, bitch. So do I.
Exactly. So that's exactly why my ass is barren. What they say, barren. Whatever.
Barren, not dry, bitch, but just barren. Okay, just saying. Let's not get it fucked up. Just saying.
So yeah, that was a good topic though. I think that
y'all see this water.
That was an interesting perspective, and I would love to hear how a parent would feel about that. I think we need to put that back in the tuck for a guest when they come, just to see what they say.
Absolutely.
So all right, what's next? What we got up next? Oh,
does.
Oh my gosh. That can roll right out of the conversation we were just having. Does having no or low expectations put you at risk for depression?
I feel like for me, if I unexpectedly found out that I was pregnant, I would automatically be depressed.
Oh yeah, I think we both could agree on that. It would be a very dark.
So no expectations.
Don't say dark, dog.
No expectations to be pregnant would definitely bring me into a dark risk for depression. A high risk for depression. Just saying. I feel like When you say it again out loud, so I'll repeat the question. Does having no or low expectations put you at risk for depression? What do you think?
It depends on you and your outlook as a person. Because if you are very pessimistic about everything and you have low expectations or no expectations, of course you're going to fucking be depressed. But if you are a person who is optimistic, who just really kind of like always looks at it like, all right, well, I may have not gotten this, met this goal, but along the way I learned this, and this, and I met these people who I could probably take with me when there's another venture I got in mind or something like that. I made good connections. Like, you're always going to find the silver lining in the cloud in any situation. I think those people are gold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, no matter what life throws at you, you're always willing to rise, find the best of the situation. But if you're a person who has no or low expectations and you're pessimistic, like nothing ever has everything has a negative connotation with it. It's never a what if things go right. It's always what if things go wrong. It's never that. So of course, yes, I do think it puts you at risk. Yeah, to some extent it does. It does put you at risk because if you can't ever see the glass half full, then what the fuck?
But to play devil's advocate though, because I took the question different. Well, no, I was just thinking about the opposing side of that, which would be there are people in this world that are so set mindfully on the fact that they won't ever lose, they won't ever, and that's having high expectations of yourself. So one of these, you gonna fuck up. We're human. So one of these days they gonna fuck up, and that could spiral them as well.
Well, I hear you. I hear you. And the way that I took it,
oh shit! Now we got another perspective coming.
Was also different because I hear you, but I'm not sure. I don't agree with you. I'm not all the way there because the way that I took it was because I'm this kind of person. I feel like if you don't have, and I feel like it may be situational. It may be situational, but then again, it may not be because even when it comes to people that I love and trust, if you don't have super high expectations, like, damn, if I didn't expect you to do this when you decide not to because you have a choice, we was talking about free will and choice earlier. If you decide not to, I won't be upset because you decided not to. So I'm not going to be down and depressed, and I'm not at risk for increased depression or at risk for depression because my expectation level wasn't waiting for you to do it. It's kind of like a dog sitting there panting and waiting for you to do it. Like, because I wasn't sitting there waiting for you to do it, I'm not disappointed when you don't.
That's another way to look at it, yeah. Because that's how I look at a lot of things. But I think it is very situational. A lot of shit in life is circumstantial.
It definitely is. But that's why I said, though, even when it comes to the people that I love and trust the most, like, y'all may not feel like doing some shit. Like, I love and trust y'all, but I may not feel like doing some shit. So some shit that you may expect for me to do, it might be a fucking no. Okay? I may not feel like doing it. I can't do it. You know, I may not be in a position to do it. So, although you, because of where you hold me at in your life, you may have expected me to do so, or had a high, your optimism may have been very high for me to do so, but you may be really let down when I don't do what you expect me to do because of who I am to you.
I don't even know if it's no or I think it's different times call for different things. Low and no call for different things, but realistic calls for is a universal thing. You just gotta be realistic across the board. Absolutely. I think that's the one that trumps everything. So I think that's where I'm at with it. Just being realistic.
But that's where I feel like the risk for depression for me is eliminated because I'm being realistic about it. Like, even if it's somebody that I think I may ask this person this and I think they might do it, but I don't know. They may have something. That's where my expectations is not going to roll myself back. Like, I don't know. They may not. I'm being realistic about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to, my risk for depression is not therefore increased if they say no. If they do, it's just like, oh shit. I may be even more happy, like, oh shit, because I didn't expect them to do that.
Pull through.
Right, because I didn't expect them to do that. But if they don't, it's just like, okay, see, I didn't expect them to. So
it is what it is. When you don't have any
expectation, and that's what I'm
be
saying.
okay
That's how I
way.
operate.
If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Right. And that's how I operate.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And which is why, if I keep my expectations at none, if you come through with a full-blown ball gown, circus, it's like, okay, bam, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But if you come through with absolutely nothing, it's like, I ain't mad at you.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I'm out of Tupac. I ain't mad at you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I gotta grab a napkin because I'm tempted to lick my fingers. I'm just saying.
I'm not tempted to lick your finger.
I am.
Anywho,
Tempted to lick my fingers, but
it's been a while though.
what?
We definitely did.
Yeah, I think that was good. So do you want to just jump down to
The boss of the week,
Yep, and then we can save that other one for
the next one.
Yep, another one. Yeah, either the next one or another one. So yeah, we said we was going to do it earlier this episode. So shout out to, what is it? Wings and Rolls 215.
Wings and Rolls,
And
y'all.
I realized right in the heart of my hood. Shout out to West Philly.
Period.
You know, in West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days.
Wings and Rolls.
Shout out to what he said. Was it Chef Reem?
Chef Reem. That's what
Chef
he said.
Reem, yeah. So Chef Reem.
Over on 55th Street, 55th and Sansom.
55th and Sansom. Shout out to
Yep.
Wings
They
and
be
Rolls.
having karaoke night on Friday night.
215. Yep, and we are definitely going to join you guys on the upcoming Friday because we finna start this karaoke tour.
Yes, we started a karaoke tour in Philadelphia too. I better watch out because we might be at church.
Pam and Jen is on the way, bitches.
And if y'all know y'all karaoke is like that, then y'all might want to tag yourselves. Y'all might want to jump in the DMs. Y'all might want to jump in the comments. Y'all might want to replay.
Because I'll take any song any fucking day on karaoke, and that's on the game.
Y'all don't know us.
Y'all don't know us. That's gonna be like,
I
don't know what it is.
Come on. Come on, SW.
First of all, Anna, they don't know. The first time I did trap karaoke, we was in Canada.
Yes.
This was before trap karaoke even came to the Americas. Okay? Even came to the Americas. We fucked it up, bitch. I was Coco. And I had backup. And Tish was my backup dancer.
Period.
We was there. All you bitches was in the crowd. But I had a whole audience.
So y'all better invite us to y'all karaoke because we gonna shut that shit down.
Bitch, that shit was fun. But shout out to Wings and Rolls.
Them wings was
215.
busting.
Friday, yeah, them wings was
Try
busting.
that 215 sauce. The honey hot was rolling. They did my wings crispy hard like it.
Oh, that's right. You had some honey hot. I had garlic parm. They garlic parm wings was good.
Yes. So the sauces is like that, yo. So
yeah,
give them a try.
Yeah, definitely a good hand. Everything was, was clean, smooth, good service. It was nice. Shout out to the old heads in there. Shout out to the aunties that was in the kitchen.
Yes.
I like her.
They
I
were
fuck
very
with
hospitable.
auntie and cousin in the kitchen.
Yes. Period.
And the cousin cooking, whipping.
So if you in the city and you hungry, go get some wings and go get some rolls. So they got all kinds of rolls, cheesesteak rolls, all kinds of egg rolls for you. So check them out.
Them chicken Alfredo rolls and them fucking lobster rolls. I had sweet they had Alfredo.
Like,
they had lobster. They had lobster rolls.
Yup, they had lobster rolls. It was lobster and crab.
Sweet, lobster and crab.
Sweet chili
shrimp.
That was good. I fucked it up.
No, the wings that we had, they had more than rolls. They had full-blown platter. They had a half chicken platter. Half fried chicken.
Tofu sides and all that.
So they have a lot. They have a full-blown menu, but wings and rolls are their quick specialty. But they have a full-blown menu. It was good, baby. Mm-hmm. So shout out to you. So when we come down there with them Friday karaoke's, bitch, I need my plate
2 times.
Thank you. So shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
And
yes.
thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. We so good to see. It's so good to see y'all. Come on in. Come on in. I am one of your lovely hosts. It is I. And my name is Anna. And who this beside me right on up over here?
Get the stepping. I'm kicking you out. She did all this come on this shit. Get the stepping. Okay? Chrissy is kicking you bitches out.
I'm gonna give him the Sandman.
Then I always go to Sanford and Son when you say Sandman. Why do I do that?
I don't know why.
It just reminded. I feel like that should have been the theme song for the Sandman.
We're over her. We will see you guys next Sunday.
Bye. Thank y'all for joining us for another week. Listen, join a friend, tag them. Bye.